Hey, it's me.
Hi, I'm Kelly Tempel with Berkshire Hathaway Midwest Realty in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Welcome to McKennan Park. Do a tour here of McKennan Park, which is the first dedicated park in Sioux Falls. So I want to take this opportunity to give you a little bit of a view of this wonderful historical neighborhood. So McKennan Park was introduced and was actually donated from Helen McKennan back in the day when this whole neighborhood was all a family farm. She donated the land to build a hospital, which is now Avera Hospital, and then also this wonderful park, which is now McKennan Park. So it was 20 acres and it covers almost the whole neighborhood. So it is a historical neighborhood. There are lots of historical homes here. It's a neighborhood that is just like a jewel of Sioux Falls. It's historic, and everybody that knows Sioux Falls, this is one of the premier neighborhoods that people want to be in. So, and one of those reasons is because it has this beautiful sunken rose garden that is in bloom right now. And they do lots of weddings here. It's a fantastic place to come and get senior photos and engagement photos, all sorts of photography. The park also has a kiddie pool. It has tennis courts, it has basketball courts, and it has a band shell. And what's really cool is in the summertime on Mondays, they have children's theater, and they also have concerts on Mondays. So overall, it's just a gorgeous park. So let's take a tour.
So the entrance to the park, there's this sign that says Pillars of the Nation, and there are rock pillars that will greet you as you enter the park. These pillars actually have rocks from all 48 states, which was the number of states at the time, to represent unity. And all of these rocks that are on here, there's certain sections that are from each state, and so that represents Pillars of the Nation. Very, very cool. All 48 states were contacted and asked if they would contribute stones to the Pillars of the Nation. Next up is the Sunken Gardens. This area has flowers that are ever changing throughout the season. It is a very popular spot for gatherings, a great place to enjoy the view of the park, a nice quiet place. Lots of weddings take place here, senior photos, engagement photos, you name it. It's one of the best places in the park. Walking through the gardens, take a few steps up, and all of a sudden you see Lady Liberty. Let's take one more look at the Sunken Gardens before we move on to the other parts of the park. Gosh, it's gorgeous. A very well-known part of the park is these giant trees that have been here for years and years. They overlook the flowering gardens, which are kept up by the gardening club. Look at all of these beautiful tulips. I had no idea there were this many varieties of tulips. They are so pretty. I wish you could actually smell these flowers, because let me tell you, it smells absolutely amazing. I wonder how many tulip bulbs were actually used in planting these gardens. It looks like a ton. As we keep walking, here's another flower bed that will soon be filled with beautiful flowers.
Well, and ideally,
So we keep going and we will see more giant trees. You can actually see the kiddie pool over there as well.
so do you think
That hasn't opened quite yet, but should be open soon. These trees are one of my favorite parts of the park. They were actually dedicated in honor of those who lost their lives in the First World War, dedicated in 1922. Look how big this tree is. It's ginormous. Even though when Helen McKennan passed away, there was a big controversy as to what was to happen with all of the acres she donated. The mayor at the time wanted to sell off the house with 10 acres. As it ended up, they did end up honoring her wishes and kept it all together. Oh, hey, it's me. Hi. I'm here with my mom. She's a little camera shy. Say hi, Mom. All right, let's take another look at the sunken gardens and learn a little bit about Lady Liberty. The original Lady Liberty was actually made out of wood, and when it was dedicated in August of 1943, there were thousands of people that came out to watch to see it be dedicated. The current Lady Liberty statue is now made out of bronze, and it looks just perfect where it is. All right, are you ready to go take a tour of some of the homes in this historical neighborhood? You are going to absolutely love all of the variety. Check out this beautiful home. This is one of my favorites. There's so many different styles. There's a variety of craftsmen. There are colonials. There's Spanish homes, some of them dating from the early 1900s. They have so much charm and so much character. There's so many giant old trees in this neighborhood, which is a rarity here in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. We have a little bit of a tree challenge, and so many people that move to this neighborhood are wanting to be in a neighborhood that specifically has mature trees, which makes it great for walking your dog. Oh, there's that Spanish style house. I love that house. We're also going right by the tennis courts. They have several tennis courts. They have tennis tournaments here, and a lot of the high school tennis teams play here at the park because it's got the best tennis courts in town. As we come to the end of the park here, then we continue on to see more of the historical homes. This is also one of my favorites here. I love that house. Here's more of a craftsman style. Here's a Tudor style house. Beautiful. One of my favorites. Another Tudor. So as you can see, there's a wide variety of homes, different styles. Some of them are from the early 1900s. Some of them are from the 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s. So there's really a wide variety. Most of these homes were originally built by prominent people in Sioux Falls. A lot of them were doctors working in the medical fields. This one is one of my favorites too. I'd love to hear if you have a favorite. Some of these actually look fairy tale like to me, like this one. Like it just belongs in a fairy tale book. But we've got Tudor, and then we've also got a craftsman, all on the same block. And then we've got a 1950s ranch. So see all these beautiful trees? Here comes another Tudor style. This is also one of my favorites. I just love the gingerbread looking house. There's a craftsman. On the other end of the park is the band shell where they have concerts a couple times a week in the summertime and plays. And then this is one of my absolute favorite homes. Isn't it beautiful? I just love that little window above the garage. It's absolutely gorgeous. Here we are ending our tour at McKennan Park. We're going to drive right by the band shell and see a little bit more of where they have concerts and plays. And then we continue on to the other corner of the park. See how big it is? Look at all those giant trees. Thanks for coming with me today on this historical tour of McKennan Park. If you or someone you know needs help with real estate, please give me a call. Kelly Tempel.
Hey, it's me.